Welcome, I'm Jonathan White, and I'm gonna lead you through a really nice Qigong flow. You can do this in the morning to energize for the day. You can do it in the evening to wind down from work or from the day. But the important thing with Qigong is that you practice it consistently. Maybe in the beginning, that's 3 times a week. If you do this just once and not much happened, Qigong is something that really builds upon itself. And the more that you can really integrate the principles that I guide you through, the more powerful this practice will become. All right, so we're gonna start with just a few kind of warm-up exercises. The first one is going to be combing the body to release any sick chi. So just standing up and just in your mind, create this feeling that your fingers are lengthening. They're growing 2-3 times as long. And you're gonna bend over and it's like there's these beams coming out of your fingers and you're combing through the feet and up the legs. Bring your mind deep into the body, into the tissues, like you're penetrating through the body, then up the torso, up to the head. And then you're gonna throw this forward with a pa sound. Pa. So it's like you're combing out any sick chi and throwing it down into the earth. Inhaling as you come up. Exhaling, throwing away. So you might feel like you're gathering up like cobwebs, clouds of smoke from your energy body as your fingers penetrate energetically. Let's do this a couple more times. One more. And now we're going to do sort of a warm-up movement called Teacups. And it's just do your best. You know, maybe you're just here, a slightly wider stance. If you can come into a full horse stance, you can. This is more of a Tao Yin exercise that stretches the tissues rather than an actual Qigong exercise. But what you're going to do is I bring my right hand forward and up to the side and I make a circle. And it's like I'm holding a cup in my hand. I want to keep it upright. I don't want it to spill. Then I shift over to this side. The palm comes over, across, and back, and then forward and through. And now I do the other side. And I'll show you this from the side as well. The hand comes forward and up. So I'm making this great big circle. Up above, looking at the palm, comes over. I shift onto my right leg, shift back to the left leg, hand comes through. I'll show you from the side. So come forward, around the side, shifting from left to right. The weight shift follows the movement of the hands, shifting back, coming forward. And watching the hand, this helps to mobilize the tissues in the neck, the head, the spine, coming over and through. So don't worry about doing this perfectly, just feel. But this feels really good. It creates this whole stretch and this movement of all the tissues in the body, which helps to open up the body to move some chi through it, through our formal Qigong practice. Just breathe as you're doing this. No need to coordinate the breath. Just allow yourself to breathe. Really opens up the spine. This movement opens all the joints in the body. It's a really efficient warm-up movement. You can really exaggerate it too. Just play with your range of motion. Just do what's comfortable for you. Don't push yourself too hard. We'll do one more on each side. All right, just shake out a little bit. Just loosening up the body. And then we're gonna get into Wuji stance. So your feet are about shoulder width apart. Inside of the feet should be more or less parallel. It's fine if you're like slightly outwards a little bit. So first, just lock the knees up. So stand up perfectly straight, like locking the knees, and then just imagine there's a bar stool underneath your butt and you're just sitting down on it. So you release the waist so that the tailbone sinks. Sit on the chair. And it creates this, I'll show you. It creates this feeling of You don't want to exaggerate it by pushing the tailbone down. This comes from a release in the waist area, the yow region. But that's what unbends the knees, is this release. So it's just this feeling like you're standing tall, but resting on a bar stool. And the elbows just open up slightly. The fingers are straight. There's a lengthening in the fingers, but not a tension, just a gentle lengthening. The armpits are slightly open from the elbows releasing to the sides. Spine is nice and straight. Tuck the chin in just a little bit, like you're just gently holding a tennis ball or something in the throat region to lengthen the back of the spine, the back of the neck. And just imagine there's a string attached to the crown of your head and it's gently suspending you from above. You might also feel like there's a hook in the back of the head and that the entire body is releasing down from that hook, keeping the upper body suspended. And now just breathe naturally. Try to relax the abdomen as much as you can with every breath so that the breathing starts to become centered in the belly. And just start to scan for tension and release any tension. So you might feel like someone's pouring a thick liquid over your head like honey, and it's dripping down, and every part of the body that it touches melts and releases any tension. So the crown of the head releases, the face releases, especially around the eyebrows, the jaw, sides of the head, the back of the head. Releasing through the neck, the throat area. Relaxing the shoulders, the melting continues down the arms, all the way through the forearms, the wrists, the fingers. Releasing the chest. Melting the upper back. Releasing through the diaphragm, the mid-back, the sides of the body, the armpits melting down. Melting, releasing the belly, let it be heavy like a bag of water, releasing the lower back. Releasing the pelvic area, especially the pelvic floor. I often hold a lot of constriction there, so really let it go. Really let it relax. Let the legs take the force. And see if you can relax your glutes, your butt muscles just a little bit more. See if you can relax the thighs just a little bit more without collapsing, keeping the skeletal structure where it is, but the tissues, the muscles just melt off. Like it's like a coat hanging off of a coat hanger. Releasing around the knees, releasing down the lower legs, the shins, the calves, and see if you can relax the ankles just a little bit more. Keeping your weight even between left and right foot, front and back of the feet. Just try to keep the weight even. And then feel like your feet are melting into the earth. And you want to feel like you just relax into your feet. Feeling more pressure in your feet from the release happening in your entire body. So we're standing here holding a structure, but we're melting the tissues. We're releasing any excessive tension that we don't need. And this has the effect of sinking our chi low, initially into the Dantian, lower energy center in the belly. And then it starts to sink all the way into the earth. And the earth's chi fills us up from the feet up. It's going to be very difficult to hold at first, so don't worry if you need to take a little break. We're building a new type of connection in the body. You just stand, scan for tension, release, and allow the belly to breathe. Allow the breathing to be smooth. Feel it penetrating into the pelvic floor, expanding all the tissues on the inhale, releasing any extra tension you can on the exhale, constantly melting down into the earth. And now, keeping this inward engagement, this sinking in, this connection we have, this pressurization down into the earth, everything sinking down, just move the palms to face the earth. So my palms are facing down. And just imagine each palm is resting on like a staff. It's like you're just very gently resting each palm on a pillar or a staff. So there's something connecting your palms to the ground. It's like you're physically connected to something there. And as you inhale, imagine sucking something in your palms of your hand, and you move your mind up the arms from the palms into the chest. Exhale down into the belly, just moving your mind down to the belly, down through the legs, through the soles of the feet, and extend your mind into the earth. So on the inhale, create a suction in your palms with your mind just by imagining that happening. And you move the mind up the arms, into the chest, and into the belly as well now. Exhale, just simply move your awareness like water flowing down the legs, out the feet, and deep into the earth. Breathing in the palms, opening the energy gates, the palms, the Lao Gong points, into the chest and the belly. Exhaling down the legs, through the soles of the feet, and into the earth. So we're just purging any heat from the torso region, purging any excessive qi. So inhale the hands from the arms into the chest and the belly. Exhale, sweeping down the legs and into the earth. Just a few more times. This is a really great exercise for grounding. If you're feeling anxiety, feeling nervous, too much thinking, this just really connects you to the Earth's energy field and purges out heat from the upper body. One more breath. Okay. Shake out the legs a little bit. If you're new to Qigong, it can be tiring standing for 30 minutes, an hour, whatever, though we're keeping it more short today. Okay, then get back into that Wuji position. Just try to reconnect with that feeling of sinking down. We want to recreate that feeling in an instant, that release from head through the torso, through the legs, to the feet, just this melting down, because that's going to initiate this movement. This isn't just, I'm lifting up the arms, putting them down. I'm imagining pretty colors and all, universal energy. That's fine, but this is going to have much more juice when we engage in a full body weight. So we initiate this movement by releasing all tensions, like a bag of water, having the bottom cut out of it and all the water drops. You drop everything into your feet and feel like that creates this movement, like something then presses against your wrists. You keep your shoulders relaxed. The hands float up. Keep the shoulder blades melting, sinking down the back. And as you come up to the top, imagine the hands are resting on something and the elbows are resting on something as well. And it starts to sink. The support, like they're on a pillar, and it starts to deflate. So they sink down. You feel the pressure into your feet. Release it through the shoulders, through the hips, and into your feet. You can start this with an inhale. You sink, drop all tension down, sink into the earth, and that pumps up this expansion in the arms, coming up. Release. Feel the connection of the palms and the elbows, like they're resting on a ball and it's deflating. So we don't need to visualize, like imagine Qi's moving. We simply engage our bodies in a way that creates the movement of Qi, and it becomes very tangible. You feel this thickness in the hands, maybe buzzing, electricity, and it'll start to spread to other areas of the body as you practice more and more. Release. The more you can release the shoulders, keep that pressure down low in your body into the feet, the more the Qi will pump through the body. Let's do a couple more of these. Release down as you inhale. You can exhale as you come down, though the breathing pattern isn't really important. It doesn't need to be coordinated. The only thing that's important here is this engagement of mind and body to create the Qi pump. Okay, and then bend the elbows so it's like you're holding a ball between the hands here. And what you're going to do is relax through the feet. It's like your tailbone's sinking into your feet. The feet are getting heavier. And you initiate the movement once again with that feeling. Simultaneously, you open the bones in the legs. So it's like I'm kind of pushing against the earth, even though I'm relaxing my weight down. It starts to bring me upright. And also I open up the elbows and the shoulders. It's like there's this ball pushing my arms apart. I open up the fingers as well. So you're opening all the joints in the body. And then you close all the joints. If it feels like there's a lot of instructions, it's too advanced, don't worry about it. Just take it piece by piece. The more you go through this, the more you'll be able to create all these internal engagements that will amplify the Qi 100 times. This is way different than just, I'm just moving, la 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 la. Qigong isn't physical movement. It's sure there's physical movement happening, but it's this internal engagement. It's this releasing of tension, allowing the body to be pulled down to the earth while moving with minimal tension, keeping the mind within the body, feeling everything that's happening. All these things together create this pulsing of qi through the system. So this feeling of relaxing down everything, relaxing your shoulders into your hips and your hips into the feet, even as you open up like this. And I keep my weight in my feet as I sink down. So I'm opening my elbows, my shoulders, lengthen the palms open, stretch the hands open a little bit more as you inhale and open. And this one you exhale and close. So you relax the fingers, let the joints in the hands close a little bit. So the full body is opening and closing everything together. Imagine there's a string, that hook in the back of your head. It's pulling you up and then you're still hooked into it. The tailbone releases down, creating this stretch in the spine on the way down. So the hook pulls you up as you relax your weight into the earth. All the joints open. You inhale. This one you do coordinate the breath. It's on the inhale and exhale. Inhale and open, exhale and close. So the speed of the movement matches your natural breathing. You don't want to force the breathing here. Just find your natural rhythm. And this movement will pump qi through your whole body. All of the joints have energy gates in them. And when you start to pulse them open and close while relaxing deeply, letting the tissues stretch under the movement, keeping your mind in the body as well throughout this, start to really feel some qi pumping through your system. And it takes time to feel that. But you will feel it. Everyone will feel this tangibly when you practice in the right way. All right, let's do one more. Okay, and now, feel like you have this, imagine there's a stick in between your palms. Here I have a little mallet thing here. So you want to feel like there's actually something in between your palms. And you don't want to drop it. So there's this slight feeling of like gently slightly pressing your palms together. And you also lengthen the fingers. You don't just keep them limp. You don't stretch them super tense. It's just this lengthening feeling and simultaneously feeling like you're gently holding a stick between your hands. There's a little bit of inward pressure so you don't drop it. And you want to maintain that throughout this next movement. So with this one, we're going to simply bring the hands in just in front of the torso and up. And I, once again, straighten my legs as I come up while relaxing my weight down to about the level of the crown, and the palms come forward and down, maintaining that qi pressure between the hands. Like imagining you're gently pressing on a stick. You'll start to feel something between the palms as you do this. So I'll show you this from the side. So I bring the palms in and up, just in front of the torso. I bring them forward and down. In and up. Forward and down. And what this actually does as well is will help circulate qi through your microcosmic orbit. So to initiate this, you again sink the tailbone into the feet, much like in the last movement. You relax your weight down as you stand up and feel like that hook. You gently tuck in the neck, the chin, and create a little lengthening of the spine as the palm comes up. That helps open the back channel, the dumai. Hands come forward, relax. Think of the tailbone as sinking down first. The palms float down. So you're creating this subtle stretch in the spine by gently tucking the chin and feel like that hook is pulling up the head first. And to come down, you feel that hook still holding your head. The tailbone releases down, creating a stretch in both directions. And at the same time, simply move your mind along the pathway of the microcosmic orbit. Move it up the back of the body as the palms come up. Move it over the crown of the head and just simply flow the mind down the front of the body. Just feeling, listening with your awareness. It's like a movement of water up and down your body. You just follow the level of the hands. And keep the tongue placed against the roof of the mouth behind the front teeth to keep the front and back channels connecting. This one you can, again, inhale as you come up, exhale as you come down, but you don't have to coordinate the breathing with it. This will really open up your spine when you play with that subtle degree of stretching, lengthening the spine. So the Lao Gong, the point in the palms, it functions as a magnet. Once you get it activated and connected to the Dantian, which takes some time, the Dantian being the lower energy center, which is both the storage place for your qi, and it's like an engine to drive the qi through the channel system. And so the palms, the Lao Gong functions almost like a steering wheel. It guides the qi. So the qi is following through our torso at the level of the palms. Of course, there's qi going through the arms and into the hands. There needs to be qi in the palms for this magnetism to take place. So first the palms get charged up, and then the rest of the body can get charged. But the movement of the palms is pulling the qi through your body. You'll start to feel it as the qi thickens, as it builds up, as it gets more dense, as you're able to quiet your mind, stay focused in a relaxed way with what's happening. It's a process. It's not going to happen overnight, but you will feel benefits right away. First practice, you'll feel calmer, more centered, a little more energized maybe. All right, finishing this one. Just feel for a moment. Just notice how you feel. Back to Wuji, relaxing, sinking everything down. Just, how do I feel right now? What's vibrating? What's moving? Maybe I just feel a little more awareness in my body. All right, the last thing we're gonna do is we're just kind of bring the qi through our whole body. So I want you to stretch your palms open a little bit, like lengthening and just a subtle stretch in the palms to get this Lao Gong open. And you're going to bring the palms up to about your heart level and down. And you kind of stand up as you bring them up while keeping your weight released down. Inhale the palms up, exhale the palms down, releasing down, bending the knees a little bit, sinking the tailbone. Just do this a little bit. So this will start to help connect your palms to the qi, the Dantian, and start to concentrate it in the lower Dantian, in the torso. And then we're going to bring this qi through the whole body to kind of smooth out and balance the qi of the whole body. So you may start to feel a sort of feeling of density in the torso, especially in the belly, the Dantian region. The more sensitive you become, the more your qi builds, the more you'll feel this. You may not feel anything at first. Don't worry. It doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. You're just maybe new to this. The more you can bring your mind into your body to just feel. We're not like trying to force it. We're not visualizing, imagining, white lights, violet lights. We're just feeling what's happening. Okay. And now you're going to scoop with the right palm, keep it stretched open, scooping up and through over the top of the left shoulder and down the arm. At kind of an angle here, like 45-degree angle to the tips of the fingers, and then back up. Up to the shoulder, back down. And then flip that left palm over. So now we're it's like dredging the qi. It's like pushing it through the system. Up and down here. And bring the palm back. And just another couple up and down movements. Concentrating the qi. And then we scoop it up with the left palm. Over the right shoulder. Keep the palm stretched open. 45-degree angle. It's almost like scraping something down the top of that arm. Back up, back down. I flip my right arm over, up and down the inside of the arm. Listening, absorbing the mind into the area that the qi is moving through. And then once again, thicken the chi a little bit. And let's just bring it up just around the head. Careful with this one. If you get headaches, if you get head pressure from this, skip this part. Just kind of moving the palms around the head. And then it's important after you do this, bring the palms over the head. It's like you're pressing something down, relaxing the shoulders. Back down. Thicken the chi, moving in it in the torso. And then bring the right foot forward and bring both palms on the sides of this leg, coming down. Once again, that chi pressure, like you're holding a stick between the palms, coming up and down the left and right sides of that right leg. And then rotate, so the left palm's in front, right palm's behind, up and down. This will smooth out and energize the channels of the leg. Rotate the palms. The legs will take longer to charge. You might not feel chi in the legs for a while. It took me a while to feel the leg charge, but once it's there, it's powerful. It means your full body's chi capacity is increasing. Okay, come back one last time. Up and down, gathering that chi. And then step the left leg forward. Come down the sides of it. Keeping the energies energized between the palms with that subtle inward pressure like you're holding a stick. Keeping the palms lengthened. Palms subtly stretched open. Right palm in front, left behind. One more time. Down and up. Coming back to Wuji. And let's just, this movement we did before where we sink down, let the palms come up. It's like they rest on something. Now the palms are a little closer to the body, so we just relax the palms down and just sweep your awareness from head down through the groin, tracing the level of the palms. So this just helps to balance out the chi, to smooth out the chi in our system. Make sure we don't have any excessive chi up in the head or anything like that. Just a few times. And then just stand in Wuji. Eyes can be open or closed here. They can be open or closed throughout your entire practice. It's not important. Just feeling the whole body. Absorbing your mind through the whole structure, feeling everything in your body. Noticing if you feel more calm, more centered. What's changed from your practice? All right, then shake out the body. If you want, you can kind of massage, pat yourself down. Makes a good kind of close for the practice. Massage the face. All right, I hope you enjoyed the practice. Again, with Qigong, it's all about consistency. The more consistently you do this, the more you understand the principles within the practice, the more efficient your practice will become. The more you start to feel Qi as a tangible, like thick, hydraulic, electrical fluid moving through your body. It feels absolutely incredible. So let me know if you'd like to see more Qigong flows like this in the comments below, and enjoy the rest of your day.